Yes beta, question 1 and 2 you all might have done yesterday. So today I am starting with the new question, that is question number 3 of exercise 3.1. And the question is about that what is the sum of the measure of the angles of a convex quadrilateral. Students, you know what is a convex quadrilateral. In our last video we have done about the convex and concave quadrilateral. Now see, I am drawing the two figures. I hope everybody will be able to judge that which one is convex and which one is concave. Now in convex, all the diagonals must lie in the interior of the figure, whereas in concave, if any part of the diagonal is outside the figure, then it becomes concave. The second point was, if any one of the angle is reflex. What do we mean by reflex? That it should be more than 180 degree. If any one of the angle is more than 180 degree, then it becomes a concave. Or we can say that if all the angles are less than 180 degree, then that will be considered as convex. Now here you can see that this angle is reflex angle. Reflex. अब reflex किसको कहते हैं बेटा? If it is more than 180 degree and less than 360, that angle is called as reflex. So now this angle is reflex, so this becomes a concave quadrilateral, whereas this becomes convex. You can check the diagonals are in the interior. In this part, one of the diagonal lies outside the. So this concept is clear, convex and concave. Now the question was that what is the sum of the measure of the angles of convex quadrilateral. Sum of the measure means these four angles. What will be their sum? In our last lecture, I have given you one activity. Through that activity, you must have calculated that whether it is a convex or concave, in both the cases, sum of interior angles does not change. It remains the same. The sum of the interior angle will always remain 360 degree, whether it is a convex quadrilateral or it is a concave quadrilateral. Now second part was, will this property hold if the quadrilateral is not convex? Just now I gave the answer of the same. अगर convex नहीं है, it means if it is concave, then will the property that sum of the interior angles will remain 360? Yes. You are supposed to write yes. If it is concave quadrilateral, then also the sum of interior angles is 360 degree. Come to question number 4. Now the table is given to you and you are supposed to find the sum of the angles. Now if it is a quadrilateral or a triangle, then you know that in a case of triangle, the sum of interior angles is 180 degree, whereas in case of a quadrilateral, it is 360 degree. In case of a triangle, its sum is 180 degree, all interior angles. In case of a quadrilateral, these four angles, if you measure in any quadrilateral, it comes out to be 360 degree. This you have done by activity, and this also you have done by activity in your 7th standard. Now what about other polygons? It can be 5-sided, it can be 6-sided, it can be 7-sided or n-sided polygon. So what will be their measure? That is the sum of the interior angles. So for that we have a formula, n minus 2 into 180 degree. N is, what is n? N is the number of sides of this polygon. N is always the number of sides of the polygon. Either you can use n minus 2 into 180 degree, or its substitute is 2n minus 4 into 90 degree. But first of all you will solve this bracket and then only you will multiply by 90 or by 180. Most of you commit mistakes. पहले आप multiply करते हो and then you do the subtraction. Please stop doing that. Go according to the board mass. So out of these two formulas, you can use any one of them. And I think so you remember that what is a 3-sided polygon called? 3-sided polygon is triangle, 4-sided polygon is quadrilateral, 5-sided polygon is pentagon, 6-sided polygon is hexagon, 7-sided polygon is, either we call it as a heptagon or septagon. For 7-sided there is always a confusion. It's heptagon, or sometimes in most of the books it's also given as septagon. Both are correct, heptagon and septagon. 8-sided is octagon, 9-sided is nonagon, and so on we have n-sided polygon. Now How to calculate the sum of interior angles of this pentagon? Why I am calling it as a pentagon? Because it has 5 sides. So now you know the number of sides. Now number of sides is 5. So what is the sum of interior angles? What it should be? Sum of interior angles of pentagon. It's equal to, the formula is n minus 2 into 180 degree. So here n is 5. That is equal to 5 minus 2 into 180 degree. And that's equal to 3 into 180 degree. And that's equal to 540 degree. Now suppose you have some other polygon. It's given to you that it's 11 sided polygon. So what will be the sum of interior angles of that polygon? So in case I have given you the number of side is 11. The formula remains same. So the changes are going to be like this. 11 minus 2. 11 minus 2 is 9 and 18 nines are. 18 nines is 1620. So this is the sum of interior angles of n-sided polygon. So by this formula you can calculate the sum of interior angles of any polygon if you know the number of sides. In question 5 we have to define what is a regular polygon. Student, you know what is a polygon. A simple closed curve which is made up of only line segment is called as a polygon. Now a polygon which is equiangular as well as equilateral will be called as a regular polygon. So that is the definition of regular polygon. Now what is the name given to a regular polygon of 3 sides? In our last video we have discussed if all 3 sides are equal of a polygon, then what is the name given to that polygon? Yes, very true. It's equilateral triangle. It's equilateral triangle. Now same way, what is the name given to 4-sided polygon? 4-sided polygon is quadrilateral, I agree, but I am talking about a quadrilateral whose all 4 sides are equal. Then that name is square. Student, don't get confused with rhombus. You can go to the last video and just see the difference between square and rhombus. Why rhombus is not called as a regular polygon. The next one is 6-sided polygon, regular. If it is a regular polygon of 6 sides, what will be the name given to that? And that's regular hexagon. Now student, question number 6 is very important. And for these questions, first of all you will draw the figure in your notebooks, whether it is classwork or homework, and then you will start with that question. And in each and every figure you are supposed to write the reasons. Whatever reason is being used to find out the value of that angle, you are supposed to mention it. Now in the A part, suppose the figure is like this. It's given to you in your books. The first part is like this. This angle is given to you as 50 degree. This angle is given to you as 130. This one is 120 and this is angle X. Only one angle is asked, the fourth angle. So it's very much clear that by which property are you going to calculate? 4 angles. Angle sum property you will be using. Sum of interior angles. Sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. That is also called as ASP of a quadrilateral. ASP means angle sum property. I will be using this word again and again. ASP of a quadrilateral. In the short, you can also use this. ASP of a quadrilateral means this is angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Now, by ASP of a quadrilateral, I can also write here according to question. So, according to the question, what is the angle sum property of quadrilateral? 50 degree plus 130 degree plus 120 degree plus X is equal to 360 degree. Add them up and find out the value of X. This gives you 250 plus 50, that gives you 300 degree. But every time if it is angle, you need to write this degrees, and there should be a difference between 0 and degree. Most of you write like this 360 and the 0 same way. Ma'am ये degree है हमारी. It's not called degree. It becomes 3600. So that's wrong way of writing the degree. So 300 degree plus x, it's equal to 360. It becomes a simple equation. Solve for it, and x is equal to 360 minus 300, and that gives you 60 degree. So at the last, x comes out to be 60 degree in the first part. For these questions, you need to recall the chapters that you have done in your 7th standard. The properties, that is linear pair. You need to remember that what was linear pair. Now the next part is B part. This is the figure. This one is given to you as 60 degree. This is 70 degree. This is x, and this angle is given to you as this sign. Now this square sign represents that this exterior angle, it's exterior outside the figure, so it's not interior, it is exterior. Now this exterior angle measures 90 degree. Now out of these 4, हमारे पास 4 interior angles है. Out of these 4, only 2 are given to you. So I cannot use directly ASP. ASP कब use होती है? जब आपके पास only one angle is unknown, rest 3 or whatever is the number जो आपको पहले से पता है. So first of all, I need to calculate this angle. So give the name to this angle. I have given the name as angle 1. You can take the variables. X is given here, so you can use some other variables. I prefer to use angle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all up to you, whatever you use. Now this plus this is what? Which pair is this? Just now I was talking about, it is linear pair. Now what is linear pair? Now two adjacent angles whose sum is 180 degree. That is, they are making a straight line. That is called a linear pair. Now angle, I'll start with this only. Angle 1, this angle sign must always be there. Angle 1 plus 90 degree, it's equal to 180 degree. And the reason, I was talking about this also, that reason must always be written. And you can use in short LP, that this means linear pair. So angle 1 is equal to 180 minus 90 degree, and it's 90 degree. So now you have calculated this angle also. Now out of 4, you know 3 of them, only 1 is left, so you can use your ASP. So now the next step, leave one line after this and then start with this x plus angle 1. बेटा पहले आपको angle mention करना पड़ेगा, directly आप 90 नहीं लिखोगे. So you start here. Either you move clockwise or anti-clockwise, it's all up to you. But jump करके नहीं जाना इधर उधर. That will avoid the confusion for you. So x plus angle 1 plus 60 degree plus 70 degree, and their sum must be equal to 360 degree. And what is the reason? अब reason क्या है? So you can use here that it is ASP of a quadrilateral. बेटा इन रीजन के मार्क्स होते हैं एग्जाम्स में, सो आपको हर बार लिखने हैं ये रीजन्स. नाउ यू पुट द वैल्यू ऑफ एंगल 1 that was calculated in earlier part. So x plus 90 plus, you can start adding them side by side. It's 130 is equal to 360 degree. Now that is x plus 220 degree is equal to 360 degree. And now you can calculate that x is equal to 360 degree minus 220 degree. That gives you 140 degree. That's all for this question. The next part C and D I'll be taking in my next video lecture. So you will be doing the practice of all these sums, and the whatever parts I define, you will be doing it in your homework notebooks. Thank you.